Hello viewers, Ford DIYers here with another tutorial video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be doing a demonstration on how to upgrade your front and rear signal lights to LEDs along with the benefits and some testing. For this, I'm working with a 1998 Ford Ranger and AuxBeam has provided me with the bulbs required for the replacement. The link to these bulbs will be included in the description below. Light replacement procedures will vary between vehicles. Some lights may need to be removed, whereas others will have an access hatch. Starting with the front of the truck, for this Ranger, there will be two 1/4-inch bolts which hold the front lights into place. Once they have been removed, there is a plastic shroud which needs to be pushed down and the parking light assembly can be pulled out. You may need to move the wiring around a little in order to get some space to pop out the light sockets. Each of the light sockets, there are 3 in total, must be twisted counterclockwise in order to disconnect, then pull out to remove. The bottom signal light does take 2 bulbs, which the bulb number is 3157, so you will need 4 in total for the replacement on the front of the truck. The bulb simply pulls out straight from the socket. When installing the new LED replacements, ensure they are the correct orientation by turning the parking lights on or signal lights on, and test. If the bulb does not work, flip it around as you are reversing the polarity, and the LEDs will work only in one orientation. Just to give you a difference between the stock incandescent and the LED replacement. As you can see, there is an increase in light output. The light emitted is much more crisp, and once the flash is activated, the startup time is much more rapid. Remove the other bulb and replace. Reinstall the lights back into the housing, and then the housing can be pushed back into its location. The plastic shroud will need to be pushed down as it goes over top of the light's frame. Reinstalling the fasteners can be tricky. As an assist, instead of a magnet, I used a piece of leaf. Place it on the head of the fastener and stick it in the socket. This will make the fastener's head fit tight into the socket so it can be easily started. Move on to the other side with the same process. Just like my previous video, I will be leaving the one side for a comparison test towards the end so you're able to see the improvement. With the rear, the top bulb of the taillight housing needs to be replaced. There will be 4 Phillips screws which needs to be removed. 2 on the inside edge of the tailgate. Again, the taillight bulb replacement procedure will vary between vehicles. And then the 2 other on the outside of the taillight assembly. After those screws have been removed, the taillight can be pulled out from its location. Considering we are working with a truck, I would recommend using a soft brush to clean off the rear of the taillight assembly so you remove any chance of dirt falling inside the taillight housing. To remove the bulb socket, the electrical connector must be removed first. The socket cannot be twisted as there isn't enough clearance for the connector. In order to remove it, spread the clip tabs and pull back. Now twist the light socket counterclockwise and then pull out. Pull the bulb from the socket. Install the LED replacement. The bulb number for this is 3156, which is a single filament type bulb. Again, ensure the bulb is in the correct orientation, so be sure to test it before putting everything back together. Reinstall the taillight. Do the same for the other side as well. Now before the test, we must remove the hyperflash issue which LEDs can cause due to the large load drop on the vehicle's signal circuit. Hyperflash is when the light flashes extremely quick. For this truck, it uses a mechanical relay and that needs to be changed to an EP27 relay. Not all vehicles can have the relays replaced as the signal operation is controlled by a computer rather than a mechanical relay. For this truck, the relay is located under the dashboard on the driver's side. It is a yellowish relay and can be accessed without removing any trim panels. If you are unsure about which relay for your vehicle uses a flasher, refer to your owner's manual, a vehicle-specific repair manual, or activate the signal lights and follow the clicking sound. Then touch the relay to feel the pulse. This relay simply needs to be slid out of its clip or pulled with the expanding clips. For this, I'm using an EP27, which is intended for LEDs. This may vary between vehicles, so be sure to do a little research before you do replace it. Some vehicles may already be LED light compatible. This by far is the best method to overcome the hyper flash, but you can't always use it. Other vehicles may need load resistors attached to the wiring. I'm not normally a fan of this method, as it involves splicing the factory wiring, which can cause issues, and a load resistor can also produce excessive heat, which may be a hazard. Just to give you a peek at the old relay, plug in the new relay and test to ensure everything is working correctly. Considering the clip was part of the factory relay case, I used a cable tie to hold everything into place instead, then trim off the access. And as you can see, the new LED bulbs are functioning correctly. Now for the comparison, starting with the front signal lights. The bottom orange lights function as both the parking and signal lights. As you can see, there is a huge improvement in light output, and the startup time is much quicker than compared to the incandescent lights. A test during the night. Again, the original incandescent is on the left, and the new LED upgrade is on the right. Now for testing on the rear, the new LED upgrade is on the left, and on the right is the factory incandescent bulb. During the day, you can see there's a huge improvement with the same results of brightness and startup time. At night, again, I used my downloaded app to measure the lux from about 12 inches away when the fronts were in the parking light function, and then tested the rears during the signal light function. Just like the brake light upgrade, we are looking at about double the illumination. I have slowed the video down to 10% of the speed, and you can compare the startup time between the incandescent and LED bulbs. As you can see, the LEDs have much more of a rapid startup than compared to the incandescent bulbs, therefore easier for fellow motorists to see. These will increase your presence on the road by improving visibility and increasing safety. They have a much longer life expectancy that is about 25,000 hours versus 12,000 hours, so that means less bulb replacements required, reduce load on your electrical system, and they run much cooler. For new videos every week, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.